Hi, hello, namaskara. In today's session, again we continue with the chapter number 3, that is current electricity. In that, three concepts we are going through. First concept is cell. Generally, we call this as a battery word. Okay. Now, we have to understand what is the difference between the cells and the battery. Thereafter, a new terminology as EMF, generally given with the notation this one, E we are calling it as. Thereafter, we are having a third one, that is internal resistance, that is small r. It is very different from the capital R what we are using still now. Okay, now if I want to discuss one by one, first we try to understand what is the mechanics of working of a cell, because uh, we know that to get the current there must be two necessary conditions. That is, first one ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, that is there must be free charge carriers ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. Thereafter there must be potential difference, ಅವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ನಾವು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಸರಿ, ಬಟ್ ಆ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋರು ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ಬ್ಯಾಟರಿ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಓಕೆ, therefore we concluded that the battery provides a necessary potential difference. Okay, we have to understand the same thing by taking one example, and we have to compare this example with the working of a battery. Let's do that example now. ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪೈಪ್ ತಗೋಣ. Okay, this is of somewhere in this shape. Okay, now in that we'll keep some balls now. Okay, ball 1, ball 2, and let us say ball 3. Okay, now what I will do, I'll give a small push to this one. ಈ ಬಾಲಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕೊಡೋಣ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಣ್ಣಗೆ ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬಾಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಬಾಲಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೊಲೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಬಾಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. therefore this is how the ball will move as usual under effect of gravity. ಬಾಲ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬಂತಿರಿ ತನಕ. ಬಟ್ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಈ ಬಾಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಾ ಬಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪಾತ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀಗ, ಕಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಈಗ ಬಾಲ್ ಇದು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಂಗಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಈ ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲೋ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ದಿಂದ ಟಾಪ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಾಟಮ್ ದಿಂದ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಟಾಪ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಬಾಲ್ ಬಾಟಮ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಬಾಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಅ ಲೋ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. Okay, this is at a low potential. Similarly, the ball at the top, it is at what now, high potential. Ball is at what now, high potential. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು, ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದ work on that ball, then only I can take that ball. Therefore what I will do, I'll introduce a person here. Okay, that what he does, he take that ball, okay, and put into the top part. Means this person is doing the work. Okay, this person is doing the work and taking the charge from taking the ball from the bottom to the top ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ಆ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾ ಸೆಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್, ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಮೋಷನ್. ಈಗ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ತನ್ನ ಮೋಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ವಾಟ್ ನೌ ಹಿಯರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಸ್, it takes the charge from low potential to the high potential. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀವಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೇನಂತ ಬರಿತೀವಿ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ಸ್ ದ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಆ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೋ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಲೋ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಹೈ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವಿ, ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಮಗೆ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ it gives the continuous flow of charge ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಓಕೆ, this is the idea behind the working of a battery. With this note, let us try to understand more clearly what you mean by the cell and the battery. Okay, if I ask you what you mean by the cell, remember cell is a single unit. Cell is a single unit which provides the necessary potential ಅಥವಾ difference ಅಥವಾ steady current ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. Okay, cell is a single unit ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, it's a single unit which provides the necessary steady current ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? when we are connecting many cells in a systematic manner, that will gives us a battery, understood? This is the difference between them. If I want to explain more clearly, a simple device to maintain a steady current in an electric circuit is called the electrolytic cell. Okay, we'll leave after I leave this word electrolytic cell, we will go through in detail, but which maintains the constant, otherwise steady current. Thereafter, what you mean by the battery? When a number of cells are connected in a suitable manner, will resulting arrangement will gives us a battery anta ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Understood? This is the basic difference of this one. Okay, now we try to understand uh, how this battery, otherwise this cell will work. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೆಲ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ. Generally there are two types of the battery. One is a dry battery. Okay, another one is what now, electrolytic battery. Okay, dry battery ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ generally the battery is what we are observing in a remote, otherwise mobile. All those are what now, those dry battery ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ electrolytic batteries ಅಥವಾ cells ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಜನರಲಿ ಬೈಕ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಏನದು electrolytic batteries. Okay, now when I say the word electrolytic, the word will come electrolyte, right? What do you mean by the electrolyte? Which contains the positive ions and the negative ions as the charge carriers, right? Okay, therefore by using this one we have to make a battery now. Okay, therefore for our convenience we are taking a single unit, that is cell now. Okay, let us take some container. Okay, and that is filled with the what now, electrolytic solution. That is filled with what now here, electrolytic solution. Okay, now in this solution now we will dip a electrodes. ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಏನು ಡಿಪ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಈಗ, 2 electrodes ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಪ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Okay, and this will, I will call it as positive electrode, and another one I will call it as negative electrode. Another one is what now here, negative electrode. ಸರಿನಾ? ಈಗ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟಿಕ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತವೆ, ಈ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಲೇಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. the formation of layer near to what now, negative electrode, right? Similarly all the negative ions, all, okay, we have to make it positive, right? Okay, here we have to make it everything as a positive, right? Yes, all the positive ions come near to what now here, negative electrode. Similarly all the negative ions come towards what now, towards the positive electrode. This is how they are forming a layer. But we can see very clearly there is formation of some potential difference between the P and the N, between the this P and this negative charge. We are getting a some layer, and that forms a potential difference, and we are calling it as a positive potential difference. For our convenience, I'll name that point as somewhere here, this negative layer part, I'll take it as here A point. Similarly, between these positive ions and the negative electrode, we are forming another potential difference. Okay, therefore for our convenience, this negative layer I am taking it as here, sorry, positive layer I am taking it as here B. Understand? Therefore there is a potential difference has been created. Therefore, to make it simple, to get the good diagram, we'll make some diagram in this way now. Okay, this is what I am drawing, it's a electrolytic solution. Okay, this is how we are getting here electrolytic solution. if you go through your text, the diagram is almost the same as like this one. Okay, now the diagram will be more clear, I think so. Okay, I'll draw here. These are what now here, negative ions I am drawing here. Okay, and here I am drawing positive ions. Okay, I think it will be more clear now, right? Okay, and already have written this point, we are taking it as here A, and this positive ion layer I am taking it as what now here B. Okay, now we are writing some potential difference value between P and A, that is potential difference between P and A. Between P and A, we are writing it as V plus, which is greater than 0. Similarly, the potential formed between point B and the N, potential difference between B and the N, B and the N can be written as V minus, which is, remember, greater than or equal to 0, which is greater than or equal to 0, but it is having a polarity as negative, therefore we are keeping a sign negative. There is two question will arise in our mind. Yes, one is why I am writing which is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ v plus is equal to, I can write it here, it's as a 1 2 3, there is no problem because I can write this polarity as here plus plus plus. But when I write the minus, okay, same data I can take it here 1 2 3, but your value ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ 1 2 3 ನೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಸೈನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಪೊಲಾರಿಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದ್ರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0 ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, it is having the same 1 2 3 value itself only. That negative sign defines the only polarity. 0 can't we use. Okay, 0 ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ಬಳಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. This is the idea behind writing the minus of V minus, which is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, now what will happen on dipping these two electrodes? There is a formation of potential difference. Therefore, if I want to write potential difference formed between P and N, potential difference formed between P and N, if I check it now, okay, then what can I write here? That is V plus, okay, I'm writing here difference, therefore I take it here a negative sign. Okay, now keep the bracket minus of V. Okay, therefore minus of minus ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ plus ಆಯ್ತು, therefore V plus minus into minus plus V minus. Therefore this is the potential formed between the poles P and N. Okay, and we are calling this potential difference as here E. We are calling this potential difference as what now here E. Okay, this is generally termed with the terminology EMF anta kariteve. Idikkenanta kariteve EMF, that is electromotive force anta kariteve. Idikkenanta kariteve electromotive force anta kariteve. Okay, actually this word is misleading. Actually this ವರ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ನಾ ಹಿಯರ್ ಮಿಸ್ಲೀಡಿಂಗ್. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಈ ಥ್ರೂ ಔಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಂತ ಬಳಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಳಸಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಮಿಸ್ಲೀಡ್ಸ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ EMF ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ದ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ EMF ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್, not about the electromotive force. That must be clear in your mind. Now we try to understand how this cell will work. How this cell will work when I introduce any electrical element like cell, like a resistor, otherwise a bulb across this one. For example, across this one, if I connect a bulb now, okay, how it will work? If I check it now, what will happen moment I connect a bulb like this one? If I take it as a lamp now, what I'm connecting here, lamp. Moment I connect the lamp, this lamp does, it draws the current. Okay, it draws the current from the source. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಇದು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ. Okay, moment it draws the current, we can observe this will glow. There is no doubt about it. But when it draws the current in the external circuit, this one is what now here? External circuit. This part is what now? External circuit. Here the current flows from where to where? P to N, I can say, right? But to get the current, always the circuit must be closed. The circuit must be closed. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? P ದಿಂದ N ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ಕರೆಂಟು. ಬಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲೇಬೇಕು. ಹಂಗಿತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, there is also flow of current inside the cell also, and remember it is always from N to P inside the cell. Outside the cell it is from P to N, but inside the cell it is from N to P. Okay, this is how the battery will work. Okay, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಪು ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿಕ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ 5 ವೋಲ್ಟ್. But to understand the work of it, I must connect it to what now? This lamp. It draws the current. Thereafter we can understand how this cell works. This is how basic idea behind the working of cell. But keenly we have to observe, externally I am connecting a lamp. Okay, and remember this lamp is also one type of the resistor. Lamp is also one type of resistor. Okay, which provides what now? A resistance for the flow of charges. As a result, it get heated up and it will glow. There is no doubt about that. But in the solution also we are having the ions. There also we will observe some resistance, okay, for the flow of charges from N to P. As this current flows through the electrolyte, it also experiences what now? Resistance. This resistance we are calling it as internal resistance. This resistance we are calling it as internal resistance. What do you mean by the internal resistance? It is the resistance offered by the electrolytic solution for the flow of charges through itself. For the flow of charges through itself, that results in a internal resistance. Therefore, a resistance, the resistance offered by the electrolyte and the electrolyte of a cell to the passage of electric current through the cell is called internal resistance. Understood? Now, by understanding these 3 points, first one is the cell, thereafter the EMF, thereafter the internal resistance. Now we have to go through the significance of a cell. We have to go through the third point, that is the significance of a cell. For that we have to analyze in two ways, that is we are connecting a resistance across the electrodes. ಅದೇ diagram ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ. Same diagram I am taking here. Okay, this is P. Okay, and this one is N. Okay, P, and this one is what now here? N. Okay, if I simplify that diagram, it will look like in this way somewhere, right? Okay, and I'll draw here a point, which one we are calling it as A, and which has the more negative charge. I'll write only one diagram here. Similarly, this point there is a formation of again a positive charges, right? Formation of positive charges layer, and we are naming that point as B now. Understood? Now in the first step, what we are taking here, we are taking a very high resistance. Very high resistance. In short, we can say we are connecting a infinite value of a resistance. Infinite value of resistance. Okay, otherwise we can write in this way. Okay, that is when I connect a resistor here, when I connect a resistor, if the resistance value is too much, like this infinity, will there be current flow? If I check it now, I'll take the help of Ohm's law, that is R is equal to V by I. R is equal to V by I. Now what is V here? Yes, I'll keep as it is V, But what is the, okay, we are speaking of what now here? Current. Therefore I is equal to V by R, sorry, I is equal to V by R. Now what is potential difference here? V, if I take it, and if I know here the resistance is infinite, therefore what is the current value here? That results in of how much here? 0. V by infinity is how much? 0. Therefore when I connect a infinite resistance, current is 0. Therefore one point is clear: infinite resistance, current is 0. But I want to understand what another ohmic parameter. What about the potential difference? Okay, will it be 0? Otherwise will it having some value? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಈ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೀನ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಪಿ ಟು ಎನ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್, ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು 3 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಪಿ ಟು ಎ ಒಂದು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎ ದಿಂದ ಬಿ ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, similarly from b to n there is another potential difference. Therefore to get the potential difference, therefore potential difference is equal to, we'll split into 3 parts. Potential difference between p and a, potential difference between p and a, plus potential difference between a and b, potential difference between a and b. And third one, potential difference between, potential difference between what now here? B and N. This is how we can split this potential difference. From this one again already we know that what is the potential difference between the P and A. Already in the beginning I have written it is as how much here? V plus. Therefore I will write it as here V plus. Got it now? Similarly what is the potential difference between the B and N? Adu kuda na barad bittideni, adardu value eshtiದೆ? V minus. Potential difference is how much here? It's a V minus. I'm already written this one now. Okay, now the next comes as what now? Potential difference between the A and B. Okay, now potential difference anta bandaga idea is very same. That is, I have to take the help of Ohm's law. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ potential difference between A and B ಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ, ಹೌದು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೂಡ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಓಮ್ಸ್ ಲಾ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನನಗೆ? V is equal to ಏನಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ? I into R ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ R? ಜನರಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್ ನಾ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಿ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡು ಬರುವಂತ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಯಾವ್ದು? ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ? ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ r ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀನಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಈಗ? V plus plus of V minus as it is plus and plus, I'll keep it here. Now the next terms will come. VAB ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಬರಿತೇನೆ ನಾನು? I into ಏನಂತ ಬರಿತೇನೆ ಈಗ? R ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೇನೆ. Okay, but there is another important point I want to include. Generally currents moves from positive polarity to the negative polarity ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ. ಬಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? Current is moving from negative polarity to positive polarity. It is opposite to our convention. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Therefore I can say here B plus plus of, okay, yeah, plus of V minus, okay, plus into minus, minus I into R. But very interestingly, in our condition, what is the basic point? Resistance is infinite. Our current ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? 0. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ಈಗ? 0 ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. 0 into R is how much now? 0. Therefore in this scenario, when the current is 0 and if I measure the potential difference, it is coming out to be how much now? V plus V minus. It is the same equation what I have written for the EMF. That is this one now. Okay, okay, that is what now here? This one. I think in the beginning only we have written it. Okay, okay, here we have written, right? Potential difference, the same condition. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತದೆ? ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, when the current is not drawn from the cell and if we measure the potential difference at that time, potential difference which is equal to what now here? EMF ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ it is the potential difference across the terminals of the cell when it is not delivering a current. Otherwise, this is observed when the cell is in ಓಪನ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಪನ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೈ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಇದು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ತಂತು ಥ್ರೂ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಓಪನ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. Therefore, at this scenario, the potential difference will be termed as a what now? EMF ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Okay. Now, similarly, we'll go for the second condition, that is a condition when I take the resistance of finite value. Finite value ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಈಗ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣಂತೆ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್. ಓಕೆ, that is now. Okay, when I connect a finite resistance, finite resistance I am taking somewhere as, let us say 100 ohm. ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, 100 ಕಿಲೋ ಓಮ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು, 100 ಓಮ್ ಅಥವಾ 50 ಓಮ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ somewhere across a battery ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Okay, moment I connect a resistor, again we check out Ohm's law, that is I is equal to V by R ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, here again resistance is not equal to 0, therefore we are not getting here current at 0. Okay, therefore current is not equal to 0 in this condition. Okay, now if it is so, one point is clear, again current is not equal to 0. Our task is to find out what is the potential difference. Okay, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ potential difference between P and A ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೆಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ, as usual V plus ಬರ್ತದೆ. potential difference between the B and N ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಬಂತದು, ಮತ್ತೆ V minus A ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಹೌದು, ಈಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಂಟು ಹಿಯರ್ P to N ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹೌದು, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಕರೆಂಟು, N to P. ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, N to P ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲೇ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಕರೆಂಟ್ I ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0 ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, 0 ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. therefore I can write it here I. Okay, but due to the convention I can write here minus into what now here R ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. therefore if I substitute the datas, minus of IR plus of what now here V minus. If I arrange this equation one more time more properly, that results in a V plus, okay, plus of V minus of IR we are getting here, minus of IR. But can you tell me what is this V plus and V minus? It's again EMF itself now. Again it's a EMF itself, and this one is as usual IR. Therefore we again measure the potential difference itself now. Again we measure the potential difference, but what is the condition, when we are drawing the current? Therefore when we draw the current from the source, otherwise battery, the potential difference is given by which equation, V is equal to E minus IR ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, it is the potential difference across the terminals of the cell when it is delivering the current. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೇವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಓಪನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಗಲೇನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಹೈ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಓಪನ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ತನ್ನ ಥ್ರೂ ಅಥವಾ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ತನ್ನ ಥ್ರೂ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದೊಳಗಡೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದೇನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, therefore we understood what will happen for the potential difference when current is not drawn and when current is drawn. If I summarize these two things in short, I'll take EMF here and the potential difference. Okay, potential difference. What is the notation for the EMF if I ask you? That is, remember, it's a E. Always remember this point because in further classes it will be regular words I am using now. Potential difference ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ V ಅಂತ ಬಳಸ್ತೇವೆ. Okay, there is another name for the potential difference as terminal potential difference. Both are same. Terminal potential difference ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Okay, now the question will arise out of this EMF and the terminal potential difference. Which one is higher value? Which one is lower value? Write down the equation. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನಾನು ಆಗಲೇ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೆ V is equal to ಏನಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು V plus plus of V minus ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೆ. ಹೌದು, that results in what now here E ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೆ. ಹೌದು, ಇದು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ನಾ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದು ಆಗಲೇ. ಸರಿನಾ? ಹೌದು, ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ this V is equal to ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಈಗ E ಅಂತ ಆಯ್ತು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಏನ್ ಬಂತು, ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದು ನಮ್ದು, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ ಇ ಮೈನಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ನಾವು ಐ ಆರ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಹಂಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇ ಮೈನಸ್ ಐ ಆರ್. ಈ ಎರಡು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ನ ಕೀನ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಇ ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಜೊತೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. therefore always remember EMF is greater than the terminal potential difference in 99%. Special condition idre mention ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, but in general if I think of it, EMF is always greater than the potential difference. If I give you one small idea in a day to day life, ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾನು ಶಾಪಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಹೊಸದ್ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ತಂದಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, when I check the new cell, okay, if this is a dry cell they are giving to us, and I'll check what is the potential difference. ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಿರ್ತದೆ, let us say it is giving us how much value here, 3 volt ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ EMF ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇದೇ ಸೆಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಒಂದು ವಾಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಇದೇ ಸೆಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಒಂದು ವಾಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ವಾಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಆ ಸೆಲ್ ದಿಂದ ಈ ವಾಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಡ್ರಾಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ. ಹೌದು, ಅಂತ ನಾ ಹೊಸ ತಂದಾಗ 3 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿನ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಅದರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 3 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಹಿಯರ್, 2.8. it is coming out to be 2.8. therefore if I use the same equation here, that is this one is EMF and this one is what now here, potential difference. This one is what now here, potential difference. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಬಹುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 minus 2.8 ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಬಂತೀಗ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ of 0.2 volt. and remember always EMF is greater than the potential difference ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದೆ, ಅದು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. therefore when the cell is very new, when it is not used, it is showing us the EMF. moment I use the cell, otherwise when it draws the current, it turns out to be terminal potential difference. okay, that is a basic difference between the EMF and the cell. okay, thereafter we have to go through another idea, that is internal resistance. I think up to this point EMF and the terminal potential idea is very clear, I think so. now we have to understand on what factor our internal resistance is depending. generally we know that for the resistance, that is R is directly proportional to L ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೌದು, R is inversely proportional to area ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೇಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ increases with the increase in distance between the plate. that is, if we are taking a battery and when we introduce the electrodes, if I increase the distance between them, if I increase the distance between them, remember the resistance is increasing. Resistance is increasing. Similarly, if the area of the plates, if I check it, decreases with the increase in area, decreases with increase in area ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಡಿಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ, if more area is dipped, if more area is dipped, lesser is the resistance. if a less area is dipped, more is the resistance. therefore ನಾವು ಲೆಂತ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏರಿಯಾಗೆ ಏನ್ ಐಡಿಯಾನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವೋ, ಸೇಮ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. similarly we are having another two condition, that is nature of the electrolyte. therefore internal resistance also depend on the nature of the electrolyte and also on the concentration of the electrolyte. that is, it increases with increase in the concentration of the electrolyte. that is, if the concentration is more, then the internal resistance is more anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. And also depend on the nature of the electrode. Okay, these are some points to understand on what factor our internal resistance of a cell is depending. Understood? Therefore in today's session we try to understand and go through the three ideas: EMF, internal resistance, and the what now cell. Okay, at the end we have to understand a very last point, that is we have observed the current in both the conditions. Okay, that is outside the cell also, inside the cell also. Here also we have written the current as I, here also we have written the current as I. But the question will arise, what is that common current which is flowing outside the battery and the inside the battery? And one point remember, the current which is flowing outside the battery is always same as that of the current which is moving inside the battery. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಏನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, I ಮತ್ತೆ I ನ ಅಂತ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, what is that common current we are obtaining outside the cell also, inside the cell also. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಸಣ್ಣ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಡೋಣ. That is outside the cell, what is the current ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾನು I take the help of Ohm's law. That's V is equal to IR anta bariteni. V is equal to what now? IR anta bariteni. That is outside the cell. Okay, outside the cell anta bariteni. Okay, adadmele next term ಏನು ಬರೋದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ inside the cell ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ ನಾನು. Inside the cell ಈಗ potential difference ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅದ. That is I can't use the equation V is equal to IR. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ ಕಲಿತ್ವಿ, ಅದೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಹೌದು, ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ವಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಇ ಮೈನಸ್ ಐ ಆರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇ ಮೈನಸ್ ಐ ಆರ್. Therefore we got with the two terms, that is outside and this one is inside. Okay, now what is our aim? I want to know what is that common current. Therefore if I equate this two equation, what I'll get here, IR is equal to E minus IR is equal to E minus IR ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೌದು, therefore on equating IR plus of I into small r is equal to E. Solving for the current, I into R plus R is equal to what now? E is equal to E. Therefore we can conclude here I is equal to E divided by R plus R. This is the common current which is flowing through the cell anta helbodu. Therefore we must remember here totally three equation, that is this equation, what is the current value, I is equal to E by R and V is equal to E minus IR. In today's discussion you have to remember at least these two equations, V is equal to E minus IR and I is equal to E by R. Okay, these are the some points we try to understand in today's session. In the next session we'll go for the combinations of the cells, that is in the series combination of cells and the parallel combination of cells. Okay, thank you.